In this video, guys, we are going to graphically look at what is happening with Bitcoin. We're going to stop stressing over the small short-term fluctuations. I will explain exactly what to look for here in the short, medium, and long term and what to expect from cryptocurrencies. We will quickly review what has happened and what is happening on the various launch pools and centralized exchanges. And at the end of the video, I will share with you a stock that still seems extremely undervalued to me today. No one is ready for what is coming, and I am personally reloading it very heavily. If all of this interests you, let's see that now. Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today, we're back for a new video to talk about crypto and also discuss a bit of stocks today. So, before we start, let's take a look at what's happening on CoinMarketCap. We can see today that we are at the end of the week. It's Friday, October 11th. We are seeing very strong performances from certain altcoins that are vigorously regaining value. We of course have Bitcoin in the green, and that's nice, so let's move on to the next part. Well guys, make sure to regularly check the launch pools and launch pads on the different centralized exchanges you are registered with. We just had a scroll that just ended here on Binance. Currently, we have the launch pool for cats on BitGet, so we can participate with both BGB and USDT. Everyone has USDT. It's a shame to let this sit without putting it to use. I didn't put in any USDT this time, but I will have to do it. Previously, I was on Binance, but is no longer accessible to French citizens. I am going to convert all of this into USDT and come farm here at BitGet. If you are not yet using BitGet and you are interested in putting your USDT to work, well, I will put my link in the description and in the pinned comment. You will get a 20% discount on your fees for life on BitGet by using my link, knowing that we have a new launch pool or launchpad in 2 days. Here is a new launch pool that is going to start with Puffer. I don't know what it is, but I personally don't care. I farm both with my BGB and with USDT, which I will send for the occasion, since for now they are on Binance and they are not working. So let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart here. So here it is. Let's stop overthinking the short-term fluctuations. It doesn't make sense. It's all just market noise. What we need to focus on here in the short to medium term is what's happening here in this channel, this descending channel, this downward lateral consolidation. That's it. We are clearly oscillating between the two bands of this channel. I have been sharing this with you for weeks. Once again, it was respected. We came to touch it because when we started to initiate this rebound, I told you several times over the days and weeks that we could rise up to $60,000 to $67,000 without any problem. So congratulations to those who follow my channel and use a little of what I propose here to make trades. Things are going quite well here. Once again, the underlying trend is bullish. Here we are more in a digestion of this entire rise in a lateral movement, and that is completely normal, knowing that we have a very large and quite clean pattern, a cup and handle. I will draw it for you. We have the cup and we have the handle. In terms of technical analysis, that's what a cup session is. This is a sign that we are going to break upwards with a fairly interesting price target. Here we have this resistance line. So here the resistance line is inclined. A cup session doesn't necessarily have to have a horizontal line. It can be slightly tilted, like here. How do we calculate the target? Quite simply, we take the height of the cup, which is roughly this, and we report it here. So, a potential technical target would be at $120,000. A technical target is what we can hope for in a full and complete realization of this pattern. But there you go, this should not be taken literally. It indicates to us, statistically, we have a higher chance that this pattern will break, execute upwards, and lead to a strong bullish trend on Bitcoin rather than downwards. That's what this chart pattern tells us. So that's a bit about what I personally am looking at. For the short term, I am looking at the variations occurring within this descending channel that I have drawn here. In the medium term, I am looking to see whether we are more likely to seek support or to test resistance. Next, the second thing, I will look at what happens if we break this downward resistance. And at that moment, I will look at the biggest pattern, the biggest long-term pattern. And this is where it gets more interesting, because the moment it breaks the previous all-time high, that's when it will happen. Or as I have been repeating for several weeks or even several months, it is at that moment that I will really start to take more aggressive speculative positions on cryptocurrencies, particularly on altcoins. Currently, I was trading altcoins, as you may have seen in the videos, during the times when we had dips, meaning very quick, strong and pronounced lows, as we specifically experienced with Tau. There at 220, I started to buy back and I had bought back below. And at the moment when we break the historical high, at that point, I would tell myself that we are in interesting new bullish phase and I am going to approach things a bit more aggressively. We are going to quickly look at Trump. I explained to you why, in my opinion, he was interesting. I had explained to you that as the American election approaches, and the life of this token is closely tied to whether or not Donald Trump would be elected president. The closer we get to the deadline, the more cautious I would be regarding this cryptocurrency, which could see its value collapse in the event of Donald Trump's defeat. I had explained to you that I was entering here at 260 and that I was waiting for a twofold return to recover my initial investment, and then my position would be free, and no matter what happened, I would be in profit on this position. So what happened, guys? Simply put, we surpassed 520. Now we are going to talk about the stock I am loading up on again. So Tesla is a stock that I had already entered. It was in 2021. Today I am reinforcing my position in Tesla. I am reinforcing Tesla very, very strongly. I am reinvesting all the gains I had previously made. Because in my opinion, this stock, this company is still undervalued today, despite the very high market capitalization, which some might consider too high. Contrary to what some people may think, Tesla is not just a company that makes Tesla cars. We cannot rely solely, as I hear too often, on Tesla's sales figures to determine the valuation of its stock. Tesla is much bigger than that, and I have been explaining this for years. Tesla is of course about electric cars, a global leader in this area. It is also about the autonomous vehicles that will be coming, and the Tesla Optimus bot that will be arriving as well. There is significant research being done on artificial intelligence. And this is what sets Tesla apart. They have a holistic vision, and every element in their company can interconnect to create amazing innovations and shock everyone. This is exactly what is happening today, yet the market does not value this today. Guys, with such an announcement, it's crazy. I am solidly reloading my position, and I am convinced that in the coming years, in the medium to long term, Tesla is going to break everything, is going to explode, and will have a valuation that will truly challenge the biggest players in the field. We are going to reach, I think, new heights in terms of market capitalization. Look here, for example, yesterday during the presentation, I don't know why it's lagging. I can't show it to you. But Tesla shocked everyone by unveiling its new vehicle, the Cybercab, and here we have an autonomous vehicle that will serve as a completely autonomous taxi. Not only did they announce the Cybercab, but they also introduced a kind of minibus, a sort of minibus carrying several people, but in much more pleasant conditions than taking a metro in Paris. They announced a very low consumption that will allow for personal travel costs to be much cheaper than what we can get on Uber today. And during their presentation, they shocked everyone with the presence of their robot Optimus, which was there and could interact with people, hold conversations with human beings, and was simply there to serve beers, for example, and was fully functional. We've seen what Optimus will be able to do, and it can do a lot of things. Help with household chores, potentially handle repetitive tasks, maybe, why not, on construction sites, doing manual labor, that kind of stuff. In short, there are a huge number of applications here with the Optimus robot. I am convinced that when it becomes operational and goes on sale, it will be a monumental success, and everyone who can afford it will simply buy it. We're talking about $20,000 for a robot to help us in our daily lives. I find that for this occasion the offer is very, very cheap, and personally I would be among the customers the day it becomes possible. I imagine an Optimus that cleans my house, does the dishes, maybe puts away the groceries, that kind of thing. Knowing that there are a lot of applications that can be integrated with Optimus and many updates that can be made, we can think about home security with an Optimus. The applications are just incredible. And I don't see how the company Tesla couldn't capitalize more with all the craziness that's going to come out. It's just pure madness. No one is ready for what is going to happen. So that's why, once again, I personally tell you that I am heavily investing in this stock for the medium to long term. If you're interested in Tesla stock and want to buy it, I will leave you my link to the Trade Republic app. In just a few clicks, you can create a CTO ordinary securities account and buy shares. I'll see you later.